Thinking about moving to the Dallas area, but you're tired of hearing about the same old cities? In this video, I'm going to tell you about 5 underrated cities that you need to hear about. I'm Keela McGraw, your favorite Dallas-Fort Worth realtor, and if you're thinking about relocating to the area, I know just how difficult that can be to make a decision, especially if you've never spent any time here. Dallas is a very large metropolitan area with seemingly endless suburbs to choose from. I've covered many of the more popular suburbs here on this channel, but today I'd like to cover some of those suburbs and locations that you probably don't hear about as much, but you should. The first city I want to talk about is Flower Mound, and Flower Mound was recently named in Wallet Hub's best small cities to live in America. So the size of Flower Mound is about 44 square miles, and its population is just over 78,000 people. As far as location, it's located north of both Dallas and Fort Worth, more so Fort Worth, and west of both Frisco and McKinney. So Flower Mound sits northwest of Dallas and it's mainly in Denton County. Living in Flower Mound, you have access to several highways, which is very important. You have Highway 377 as well as Highways 121 and Interstate 35. Living in Flower Mound, you're about 15 minutes to the Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport and about 30 minutes to Dallas Love Field. If you're commuting to downtown Dallas, you have about a 35-minute commute, and to downtown Fort Worth is about 40 minutes. Now, if you're wondering about things to do in Flower Mound, there is plenty. One of the good things is that Flower Mound is adjacent to Grapevine Lake, and that's an 8,000-acre lake where you can fish, boat. There's different recreational activities that you can do, camping, hiking, and much more. But Flower Mound also has 57 parks. There's also a community recreation center and a senior center. A great thing about the size of Flower Mound is it still has 2 golf courses. You have Bridlewood and Tour 18. One of the cool things about Tour 18 is it replicates some of the most popular holes from golf courses around America. Another convenient aspect of Flower Mound is that it's adjacent to Louisville, and so you have that convenience of taking advantage of the things that that city or suburb has also. Flower Mound does not have its own independent school district, so students who reside in Flower Mound will attend Louisville Independent School District. And according to the Texas Education Agency, Louisville ISD earned a B, 89 out of 100, a B plus actually. And it has historically kind of averaged around the high B range, high 80s. Louisville ISD is made up of 62 schools, and they serve over 49,000 students. They have a 13-to-1 student-teacher ratio, which is great because your kids will typically be in smaller classes. And it's important to mention that if you do reside in Flower Mound, there are portions of Flower Mound that do zone into Argyle Independent School District. And Argyle ISD has an overall accountability rating of 97 out of 100. According to crimegrade.org, Flower Mound earned an overall crime and safety rating of a C+. And when you're looking at housing costs in Flower Mound, the median cost of a house as of October of 2024 was $595,000. Another underrated city that you may not have heard about but is growing in popularity is Rockwall. Now, Rockwall is a little bit smaller, 30 square miles, and it has about 50,000 people residing in Rockwall right now. Rockwall is located directly east of Dallas. It sits in Rockwall County, and Rockwall County is about 149 square miles, and it's actually the smallest county by size in Texas. By percentage population growth, Rockwall County is the second fastest growing county in Texas. Now, in terms of highway access, Interstate 30 runs directly east and west through Rockwall. If you're leaving Dallas and entering into Rockwall, you're actually traveling on I-30 and you go across Lake Ray Hubbard. And this is one of those cool things to experience because it's like you're leaving and going into a whole nother city, state, really crossing over that particular lake. The good thing about Rockwall having I-30 running directly through it is it's a straight shot also to downtown Dallas. You're also not too far from Interstate 635, which makes a kind of like a partial loop around the north part of Dallas. As far as your distance to the Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, you're looking at about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on traffic, and about 35 to 40 minutes to Dallas Love Field. If you're traveling to downtown Dallas, it's about a 30-minute commute, and if you're going to downtown Fort Worth, it's about an hour. One of the biggest pros about living in Rockwall is that there's something to do for everyone. It has been named the free live music capital of North Texas, and they're named this mainly because of the number of free concerts and free events that they have throughout the year that are sponsored by the city. Now, Rockwall's Parks and Recreation is one of the big draws to Rockwall also. Almost 80% of the residents in Rockwall live within 1 mile of a park, which is great if your family loves to be outdoors. You can enjoy over 20 parks and 3 spray grounds to enjoy for your little ones during these really hot summers here in Texas. And there's also over 20 miles of trails. And another great perk about living in Rockwall is it is surrounded by Lake Ray Hubbard, which is a 23,000 acre lake. Now, downtown Rockwall is one of the cuter downtown areas in the North Texas area. It's walkable, it has that old town feel, and you have some great dining and entertainment options there. And there's plenty of shopping options in Rockwall as well. You don't necessarily have to leave the city to enjoy restaurants and shopping that you would need to do. You have your grocery stores, you have your Targets, Walmarts, things like that. Home Depot and Lowe's is also in Rockwall. And if you go to the Harbor District, they have some gorgeous options as far as restaurants and retailers there. And it sits right off of Lake Ray Hubbard. There's plenty of spaces to eat and drink. There's a movie theater, and they even have a cycle bar so you can sit there and burn some calories if you need to. Of course, there are some other shopping plazas just throughout the city, and they also have quite a few of locally owned boutiques that you should check out. Students residing in Rockwall will attend Rockwall Independent School District, and according to the Texas Education Agency, they earned a 94 out of 100. Rockwall Independent School District has 22 schools, and they serve over 18,000 students. And according to crimegrade.org, Rockwall earned an A- as far as crime and safety. Now, if you're looking at housing costs in Rockwall, as of September of 2024, the median cost of a house was $496,000. The next place I'm mentioning is not actually a city, but more of a master plan community, and that is Las Colinas. Now, Las Colinas is a master plan community in Irving, Texas, and it's often thought of as a city, but it's really not. The population of Las Colinas is about 45,000 people. So Las Colinas is located just northwest of Dallas. You have access to several highways, but the main highways that run through Las Colinas are Interstate 635 as well as Highway 114. Now, you're only about 5 to 10 minutes away from the Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport and 20 minutes to Dallas Love Field. Your commute to downtown Fort Worth is about 30 minutes, and then your commute to downtown Dallas is only about 20 minutes from Las Colinas. One of the great things about Las Colinas that you don't usually see in some of the other suburbs that I've mentioned is it does have some public transportation options in the form of DART. Now, you can easily catch a DART bus or train to downtown Dallas and not have to worry about traffic. So that is a great option that you usually don't see in many of the suburbs or cities that are around the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And another great thing is if you have to catch a flight, instead of trying to leave your car at the airport or hassle a friend or an Uber or a Lyft, you also have the option of taking that DART train to Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. Now, you're probably wondering, what is there to do in Las Colinas? Now, there are several things that you can do in or around the community. It does have a handful of parks to enjoy. So there are some recreation centers. You can do some fishing in some of the lakes that are within certain communities. I will say that one of the huge draws to Las Colinas is the Toyota Music Factory, and that is a huge entertainment hub located right in Las Colinas. They have open air pavilions for live music. There's restaurants, bars, and a movie theater. One of my favorite restaurants is Pacific Table. One of the cool things about Las Colinas is there is a lake, Lake Carolyn, where you can enjoy gondola rides. And so you feel like you're in Italy somewhere enjoying the sights. And they travel through the Mandalay canals. So even though Las Colinas is a master plan community, they have over 200 restaurants. So definitely plenty of dining options and just great entertainment options also. One of the things that my family enjoys doing is having a kind of a staycation. And we stay at the Omni Las Colinas Hotel, and it's located right on the canal. In fact, it's off of Canal Street, I believe. And it's just a great experience because you get to enjoy the water. And when you look outside of your room, it almost looks like you're in a different place, like you're not even in Texas. So if you have a student that resides in Las Colinas, they do not have their own independent school district. So your student will either attend Carrollton Farmers Branch Independent School District or Irving Independent School District. Both districts are very similar as far as performance. Carrollton Farmers Branch ISD earned an overall accountability rating of a B, 88 out of 100 from the Texas Education Agency. Carrollton Farmers Branch ISD has 39 schools and they serve over 24,000 students. Now, Irving Independent School District also earned a B rating from the Texas Education Agency, 84 out of 100. And they are made up of 37 schools and they serve 32,000 students. Now, there is a pretty popular private school located in Las Colinas. It's called the Highlands School, and it's a private Catholic pre-K through 12 college prep school in Las Colinas. So that's also an option for your students. Now, if you're looking at housing options in Las Colinas, as of October 2024, the median cost of a home was $590,000. Now that is a mix of housing options. There are single family options, but Las Colinas has quite a few townhomes as well as condos also. The next underrated city that I want to mention is Murphy, Texas. Now Murphy is only 6 square miles and has a population of just about 21,000 people. So I can see why a lot of people would not know much about Murphy considering its size. But I will tell you, its location and what it has to offer does not disappoint. Now, Murphy is located just north of Dallas and east of Plano. It's also north of Garland. You have easy highway access to President George Bush Turnpike as well as Highway 77. You're about 35 minutes to Dallas International Airport and about 40 minutes to Dallas Love Field. Your commute time to downtown Dallas from Murphy is about 40 minutes, and if you're traveling to downtown Fort Worth from Murphy, it's about an hour commute. As far as things to do in Murphy, it does have 10 parks, and with these parks, you have hiking options. There's some pools, some small lakes, biking trails, pavilions, so everything that you would see in some of your larger suburbs, you'll find in Murphy. One of the cool things about Murphy is they are all about community. So they have several events throughout the year that really does bring the community together, including moonlight movies. They have a summer concert series, a family camp out, and a festival called Murphy Maze Days. There are some shops and restaurants in the city, but you can also travel to nearby Wiley or Garland or Plano for access to more places to dine or shop. So students who reside in Murphy will attend either Wiley ISD or Plano ISD, and both are great school districts. Wiley Independent School District earned an overall accountability rating of an A, 96 out of 100 from the Texas Education Agency. It's made up of 21 schools and they serve 18,000 students. Plano ISD is one of the most highly regarded school districts in the North Texas area. According to the Texas Education Agency, they received an overall accountability rating of a B, 89 out of 100. Plano ISD is made up of 74 schools and they serve 49,000 students. Now, according to crimegrade.org, Murphy earned an overall crime and safety rating of an A. And if you're looking at housing costs or housing options in Murphy, the median cost of a home as of October of 2024 was $650,000. The last city on my list is Waxahachie. Now, Waxahachie's population is about 45,000 people, and they have an average growth rate of about 3.7%. So Waxahachie is definitely growing. It is located in Ellis County, and it's south of the Dallas-Fort Worth metroplex with 2 highways that run through it. You have Highway 287 as well as Interstate 35. You're looking at about a 30-minute commute to downtown Dallas and 45 minutes to downtown Fort Worth. I think that's important to mention because going to either Dallas or Fort Worth is definitely not out of the question. It's within a reasonable range to get to either of those cities. Now, to get to Dallas International Airport, you're looking at about a 55-minute commute, and to Dallas Love Field is about 40 minutes. As far as things to do in the city of Waxahachie, there's plenty to choose from. The city of Waxahachie has 18 parks, which is great if you love to be outdoors for hiking and different trails. Lake Waxahachie is a great place for fishing and boating. In fact, they have 3 free public ramps that you can use for access to the lake. And Waxahachie does have some year-round kind of attractions as far as festivals that are great to enjoy. Some of them include the Gingerbread Trail that happens in June, the Crepe Myrtle Festival in July, and in December, Waxahachie does have quite a few activities, including the Parade of Lights, the Christmas Tour of Homes, and Bethlehem Revisited. I love that you don't have to leave the city for some good dining options. They have some high-end restaurants as well as your everyday kind of chain restaurants. Of course, they have your major retailers as far as grocery stores and your Home Depots and Lowe's and things like that. As far as schools, Waxahachie Independent School District has an overall accountability rating of a B, 88 out of 100 from the Texas Education Agency. They have 17 schools and they serve over 10,000 students. According to crimegrade.org, Waxahachie earned an overall crime and safety rating of a B+. And if you're looking for housing options, the median cost of a home in Waxahachie as of October of 2024 was $535,000. Do you have questions about relocating to the Dallas-Fort Worth area? Give me a call, text, or email, and I'll see you in the next video.